Hey guys, this is Moriarty.
And I can see you had your hands on backwards.
I did have my hands on backwards.
That annoys me. That happens to me so often in VR. I'm like, now how? Why? Why are they backwards? They're identical.
Yeah, I don't know what it is that decides what is or is not left-right, but it is definitely backwards at times.
Okay, so you have immediately jumped into this game, which is called HVR-VR, by the way, and I can see you jumped immediately into action, and I don't know what's going on.
There is no time to relax, figure things out. This game says, you shoot with this button, you fly with this button, and essentially, you're Iron Man.
Okay.
And the rest of it, you just kind of have to figure out.
Okay,
So,
and where is your life? I don't see a life bar.
it's the energy.
Oh, so you almost died there.
Yes. Yeah. But you have both hands, but it takes a little while to figure out what is the most effective way to use your hands, because both hands can shoot the fire flame thingy, which moves you, and both hands can shoot the lasers, which shoot things. So I kind of ended up trying different things, putting one hand behind me and shooting with one hand and moving back and forth like that, trying to kill these little robots. I actually found that this game was a lot of fun
It looks really cool.
after
Now-
10 minutes.
Now, does it give you the option to, like, do you continue moving? I don't get a sensation of movement here, but that could be because it's 2D.
No.
Was there a sensation of movement after you had continued, using your thrusters?
It slows down, and it slows down pretty rapidly. You're
That's a
kind of
shame.
in a zero gravity, but not a vacuum.
Okay.
So you definitely slow down, and you slow down pretty quickly. That being said, the first time you play the game, you're going to look all wonky and stupid, sort of like this. But after you try it a couple times, and you can go through one of these little levels in 3 or 4 minutes.
I see there's 25 targets. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, and you can go through them very quickly. And then you just kind of do it a couple of times. Once you've played it a few times, you are going to feel very much like you're Iron Man.
That's awesome.
Because you'll be blasting off a rock, shooting lasers in multiple directions, just trying to wreck them all, and doing a pretty good job.
Oh, you're exiting the combat zone.
Now, this is where I encountered a nice little graphical bug, and that is that the little red circles just kind of stayed there.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah, it's super distracting in VR as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could imagine that would bug me pretty badly.
Now, once the guys who were attacking me came back in front, I was able to
went away?
It went away, but for whatever reason, it will stay there until they do.
Wow, this is... there's just so much going on. It feels like you're a fighter jet, I guess. I guess this is probably what it does feel like to be Iron Man. I would really, really like to play this.
But you won't.
I might. So that beep beep beep, is that like a missile lock or something? And you have to boost away from it?
Exactly, yeah. And the missiles will sort of follow you, I think. It was kind of hard to tell, but it looks like they follow you, at least for a little bit.
I haven't even seen a missile yet. They all just look like jets.
Those are all jets. I'm doing a good job of not getting the missile lock. Though I do get hit a couple of times.
Yeah, I've seen your health go down pretty quick, too. They're apparently not messing around.
You'll see me absolutely get blasted by a rocket at least once.
Oh, well, that's kind of awful.
Now, as you start playing and you get used to it, if you've played VR, you understand that this is a little disconcerting because you typically don't go up and down in VR.
Oh, but you do in here?
But you can in here. You can move in any direction, and you could spin in a circle if you wanted to. The one thing I was a little disappointed by, though I know why they did it, is if I stick one hand in front of me and one hand to my side, I should spin, right?
You should.
Instead, I go backwards and to the side.
Huh. Well, that sucks. Yeah, it would make sense to be able to turn around. I guess you have to turn around in real life.
You have to actually turn around. That's the only thing I found kind of not so great.
I will agree, yeah.
I really do wish that I could have spun around so that I could be a lot more Iron Man-y.
It sucks having the cord in VR, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that takes you out of it, is that you can feel yourself tripping on the cord or feel it behind you.
And the immersion part of it, I know that physics works in a certain way. right? So if you give me a game that is semi-physics based and the physics do not work in that way, it's immersion breaking. I know that they didn't want you to be able to not control yourself. You know? I do get that. But I still think that they were really missing an opportunity. If I stick my hand in front of me and the hand to the side, I should be turning, and that should be something that's available to me. I get it if I stick both hands up top, I don't want to go spinning in a circle up and down. And I get why there is no vertical drift. But I really do think there should be some horizontal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there might be some kind of vertical drift because I can see that, you have a velocity sensor. Yeah, I can see that it drops off almost immediately back to 0. So you have like counter thrusters and stuff on you so that it's actually possible for you to not just be flying around all willy-nilly. They probably tried it the other way and they were like, yeah, this is unplayable. And a lot of people, I was in the Navy, so I've got a pretty strong stomach, but I mean, I can imagine people that don't have strong stomachs would have a problem with it.
I could see that happening. I watched a game being played in VR the other day, and it was very realistic, and watching it on a computer screen, his head movements made me completely ill. I mean, just completely ill. Now, him, on the other hand, it was totally fun because his head was moving that way. But, the little tics of a person who naturally is, moving, their head moves a little bit because their heart rate and stuff, definitely made me go, you know what, I think I'm done on that one.
I am really looking forward to some hyper-realistic games in the future.
They're going to be good and bad, you know that.
Oh, I do know that, but I just want them to be here so I can play them, Like, I want Arma. I want Arma in Vive.
You already did that. It was called the military.
Yeah, that's true, but it would be nice to be able to experience that, and not have to, sweep a P-way for 4 hours, or paint a ship, or, all the crap that comes with being in the military.
So you just want the fun parts of war.
Yeah, who doesn't? That's what everybody wants.
I see. And as you can tell at this point, you do start getting much more familiar with how everything works. And
I can see your movement is getting pretty good.
And you start feeling very Iron Man-y. This is a moment where that spinning around stuff and being able to shoot... I want to shoot out projectiles instead of just lasers. I want fucking missiles and fireballs. I want to be a goddamn superhero. And I feel like they're missing the opportunity if they're not letting me be a goddamn superhero. I want to blast shit. I want 500 ships flying at me in a formation, and I just want to go blah and destroy them all with fire and flame.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great.
That sounds incredible. Why aren't they giving that to me? Instead, they have like this weird elevatory, and like you start feeling just the glimpse right here. You just get that little glimpse of greatness of what it would be like to be in space with a fucking laser gun on your hands. And instead, they are not taking full use of that, and I really hope they do, because this game is not actually finished yet. This isn't a released game yet. So I'm hoping that they take that and they go, oh, you know what? Let's make them fucking Iron Man for real, bro.
That would be pretty neat.
Right?
Well, guys, this was HVR-VR.
No, just one VR.
Oh, it's HVR. Oh, it's HVR.
Just HVR.
And it looks like a lot of fun. I'm probably going to try this later.
If you liked it, like it. If you don't like it...
You're a bad person.
You're a bad person, but go ahead and don't like it. If you want to leave a comment in the comments... and tell me what you think. Do you think this game could be Iron Man?
If you don't like it, you're probably an Oculus Rift user.
You're causing... See, this is it, man. This is what Oculus did to us.
The next console war, yeah, it's their fault.
They have ruined it. Anyways, go ahead and leave me a comment. I want to know, do you think this could be Iron Man? If you've tried it out, let me know about that, too.
Until the next one.